right? So what is switch? Can anyone tell me?
Execute multiple statements.
Yeah, execute multiple statement based on some
Based on some single variable.
like here it depends on which statement. This is case 0, case 1, case 2. Whatever the value will come here, it will match with the what is the value, like 0. If dollar I is 0, this code block will be executed, right? And then break. If this value is 1, this will be executed. So it's look like similar to if else, right? You
Yes,
see,
sir.
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
it's,
Yes, sir.
yeah. So, and I have not written here. One is there is also default is also. So if any of the value is not matching, default will run. So let us see a little example here. Here switch dot php. How this is working? So guys, you from some already knows this, but I'm assuming that some are also new to this in the context of PHP. So I am writing this one, right? Dollar I equal to 0. Then I'm writing switch, right? Switch dollar I. Okay. Then what is the syntax after that, right? Curly braces. Now see case 0. Then I'm writing echo hello 0. Then I'm writing break. Then case 1 echo hello 1 break. Case 2 echo hello 2 break, right? Then is also default. Echo value didn't matched, right? I'm just typing, it's my choice. So if I, what will happen here if I run this script? What will the output?
Hello 0.
Hello 0. And what happened now?
Value didn't match.
Value did not.
Value didn't match, sorry. Right? Clear, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Great. So we can also run this and check this one. Localhost. What was the path of this file? So I have to check my WAMP is running, working. Okay. Then switch.php. Switch URL. What's wrong, guys? Switch SWITCH. SWITCH.
Sir, server will might be off.
No, no, server. I think it's working. Let me check that. Guys, mine is it's already running. So requested your node found this server switch.php. What the name? I think something wrong I did. SWITCH. Why? Let me run another file while. Oh,
Sir, the path might be.
yes, one second, I have to check this one port. Oh, so it's working. Actually, it's running on different port, so that was the problem. So guys, this is some learning. You have to make sure that my Apache is running on this port, right? So now it should work. Clear, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So basically that 808 port is used by some other application in my laptop. That's why it was not working and it was unable to find. Okay, great. So we understood switch, how switch works.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
okay. Now uh, there is another function which is match, and when you see in the actual frameworks like Laravel or Gent or somewhere, you see lots of use of this function. So what is the use of? Similarly to the switch statement, a match expression has subject to expression that is compared against multiple alternatives. So you see switch statement also passing some value and matching and then executing here, right? So,
Yes, sir.
but match is little different. It will look into like here I'm searching cake. I'm writing here cake is passed here, right? So it will look into where is the cake in this array, right? And it will return this food is a cake. So how it works, let us try. Right. I have one I'm using the same variable food equal to cake, right? Then I have return variable, return where, right? What I'm trying to do here, match, you see, match and then the value which I'm looking for, match and the value what I'm looking for, food, where guys, like apple is here and I'm just writing this is apple, then there is a bar, this is bar, then I'm typing cake, right? This is cake, right? If you type the where dump, what this is return, You see the output. So what match is doing here?
Cake, sir.
No, what match is doing here?
Oh, okay.
It's match the exact value.
Yeah, what is the value on? Basically, it's looking at the key, right? And then returning the value. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes,
great.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Great. Now, so guys, when you work, there is chances na कि your lines of code is going to be 100 lines, 1000 lines of code based on your application, whatever you're developing. There is a website, and the same website can have uh, login, registration, and lots and lots of features can be there, right? So similarly, your lines of code will keep increasing in your file. Maybe 1000 lines of code, 2000 lines of code, 3000 lines, keep increasing. So it will be very hard to, if you do some change, it will be very hard to manage the code also. Some, if you do look into make some changes, that will also be very hard to locate. So here, instead of doing that, we break the code in different files, right? So you see here, I have one file. What file is? This is just an example. That's why I'm showing little code, because it actual implementation will be like lots of code. Here, I have one file wares.php, then color green fruit apple. I'm creating another file test.php. Here I'm doing something. Now I need this one, right? I did something, but I'm also looking this one now. Okay, guys. So how?
Yes, sir.
So I can include this file, include where.php, this where.php. Now I can use, and this will work. So let us see one example. Include.php. So guys, just after I finish, you also try this one, right? By your own example, like I'm including here. I'm just writing like so I'm going to take the same, like the color fruit dollar color equal to, I'm taking green dollar fruit equal to apple, right? And now I'm creating another file, test include.php, right? Here I can write echo suppose I'm just typing here dollar that what is that, color and fruit, color fruit, just typing. Now I'm writing include and including test include dot php, right? Same thing I'm printing here. So let's test include dot php, test include dot php. Guys, why it's an indefinite loop? Anybody? Localhost. You can see here already A is there, right? It's A printing.
Yes, sir.
So why it's like this? Actually, I have to change the name of this file. Suppose I'm changing here the bears, right? And I have to stop this one. Then start. Then here, what I'm including? Anybody can see what is the wrong
So
ID?
you included this file only. You have to include the where.php.
Yes, that was the problem. I have to include where.php. The self file I'm including and it's went into the loop, right?
So there will be one S also.
Where's there was where's okay, right? So what was the mistake I did? I was including same file. Instead of writing the where's, I've written the same file, so it put it into the loop. So sometimes happened by mistake we write something, we have to write something else. So you guys see here what is happening. Undefined variable color here. This is not defined till now here, and fruit also, right? So it's just printing. What printing this one? What this will print?
A green apple.
No, this one.
A.
Only A.
Oh, A only A.
Yeah,
Yes.
because these are yet not find by the, because including I'm here now. Now once I include this file, this where's, it already have two variables are there, right? So once I include that file, those two variables will be also available in this file test include. Clear, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So this is how include works. It's a simple example, so it's look like that. It's not much useful, but when you have some bigger application you are writing, spending weeks and months, and so definitely your files will be keep increasing, right? So basically, file. These are something core level development I'm talking about, right? Not the framework level. When you develop any application at the core level without any using framework, you can use this include where's.php. Sometimes you can use framework also guide you to how to use the framework, everything you should do with the class. But sometimes you have to suppose that write a code script, simple script you have to write. So why should I use the framework, right? And that script is also looking some like 500 lines of code or 1000 lines of code. Then you need to include different files, move some codes in different file. So your code will be more manageable, right? So clear, guys?
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Okay. Suppose that you want to function you are writing some function sum, right? Passing two numbers $a comma $b, then return $a plus $b. Like some functions are written in the file which I am going to use. You can use this file. So if you include here, now this is included. So you can also call that function now sum, where dump sum, right? And then pass to 3. So let us see what is happening here. You see? I can use this function now. This function is not you are not able to see here, but you can use because this is included, that code is in this file and I have included that file. Clear, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is include. Then there is also require. This totally works with the same, no difference. There is a little difference. Why I should say no difference? There is a little difference. So what is the difference? We'll see. Suppose I'm creating a new file. Test require dot php, right? And what happened? Oh, it's created folder. Test require dot php, right? Now I'm writing the same code which was in test include. Just I'm copying this one, right? So instead of include, I'm writing here require, right? Clear, guys? I've just changed the text from include to require,
Yes, sir.
and I'm using test require.php. Same thing, same way is working, right?
Yes.
Now suppose anyway my file is deleted, this file deleted. I'm just deleting this file, right? Or not deleted, by mistakenly I put it in a folder, right? So it's not available now. If you see that test include, so do you think this file will be now available? Because it's just giving where's.php. Guys, I've moved this file
Yes, sir.
somewhere else. What will happen now? Will this test include.php be able to locate this one or not?
No, sir.
No, because it's in different location.
Yes, sir.
So if I see the browser, I am typing here test include. See what is happening, what you are getting. One is that you are not able to find the function, but besides that, what you are getting here, warnings. Failed to open. Let me remove this one. So what is happening here? In the case of include, what is saying warning? Failed opening this where.php file, and definitely I'm trying to call a function, it's giving error that unable to call, that is fatal error. Now refresh this again. Here you see what is happening. What is the difference? Here, if file was not included, what is the type of this error?
Fatal
Fatal error.
Fatal error. But when this not locate this file, what is the error here? Warning.
warning.
But sir, here also fatal error is coming.
No, this is related to that function. I'm calling a function here now. It's not, I'm calling this will be always fatal error, but if I'm trying to call a function,
Okay, understood, sir.
right? So here, while if it's looking at the files, it's giving warning. Which giving warning? Include. But in the case of require, it's fatal error. Clear, guys?
Yes, sir.
So this is the basic difference. So what will happen if your website, so what, let me explain you what is difference between fatal error and warnings. Your website will keep running even if there is some suppose I'm writing here something. This was include, and where was the include? You see here, you are able to see A.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Or I'm typing next statement, just typing, and here I'm typing next statement, whatever the code I'm trying to do, right? So you see here, in the case of include, your next statement is coming, echo is working, you are able to execute the whatever the code you have written.
Yes, sir.
In the
Yes,
case
sir.
in the case of one include, but if you see here, are you able to see the next statement output?
No, sir.
No, sir.
So your website is stopped to work, right? So where we should use the fatal include, and where we should use the require?
While calling undefined functions, we use fatal error.
While
Calling undefined functions.
no, sometime I have to decide, should I use the require or should I use the include? So what do you think when including the files, what you should use? Let me tell you. if you know that the next whatever I'm including, the, the next statements have no dependency on this require, right? Then we can use include, right?
Sir,
Yes, sir.
once you take in, sir.
This is my statement and I'm writing lines of code here, and if my these lines of code are not depend on whatever the code I'm including, it's okay, it will do something if I'm including, but after that whatever written, these do not depend on this include. What you can use, require or include?
Include.
Include definitely.
Include.
But whatever the code you are writing here, some variables, some functions are depending in on this file where.php, what you should use?
Require.
Require.
Require. So you understood the basic difference between include and require?
Yes, sir.
This is one of the core concept of PHP. You should always understand what is the difference between include and require. Okay, guys. So we can move forward.
No, sir.
No,
What? No, sir.
no. I should not forward. Move forward.
One more time.
One more time. Okay. So suppose I'm writing something here where dump, right? And there is also I'm using where dump, or here I'm writing this and this. So here this sum is depends on where's or not.
No, sir.
No. This function sum, where this function
Yes, sir,
sum
yes,
is written
Yes, sir. Where's file, sir?
here in the where's file.
Yes.
So my whatever the next statement I'm writing in this file is depending on this file, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Whatever I'm writing this statement lines depends on this file.
Where's file? Yes, sir.
Now see this. Does my this line depend on this line?
Yes.
Depends or not depend?
No, sir.
No, definitely no. So clear?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, great. So if you're using require and that is depending, it's not able to find, file is not available, but same program I'm running, test, include, even you are getting some warning, your code is running at least, right? You can disable the warning also, like error reporting. I'll tell you sometimes this error reporting how to enable disable 0, right? You see, you are not able to see what was the error
Yes,
also.
sir.
Yes.
So if your website is running and something is not working perfectly and your next lines of codes are not depending on that, at least your site will keep running for some lines of code now.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So clear this include and require.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, great, great. So guys, if you want to see, by default you are working in a development environment. So by default whatever the error is coming, it's showing up, right? But you can disable the error display by using the function error reporting 0. Now I can make it enable by 1. Why it's not coming? Let me remove this. You are getting the warning?
Yes, sir.
Because by default I'm in development server, my whatever I'm using MAMP or JAMP, those will throw the errors because those are developed for the development purpose, not for the live production, right? So whenever you're making any website live, what you should do?
Disable the errors.
Disable errors, right? So clear guys, we can move forward from include and require.
Yes, sir.
Cool. Now, instead of using require and include, after some revisions and some upgradation in PHP, they have also introduced the concept of require once and require include, right? So require once, what require once doing? The require once expression is identical to the require, except PHP will check if the file has already been included. If so, not include it again. So this web server is running, right? This is already included. Again you are coming and loading this file. So instead of again loading this file in memory, PHP will look into, so if I'm just using include, the number of times I'll execute this script rest include, at that number of time equal to the number of time this file will be included, right guys?
Yes, sir.
But if I write here include once, what changed?
It will be included only one time.
Yes, PHP it will look into, is this file already included, this vers.php, if I'm running this code again. If already included, it will not include again. So it's multiple time I'm not including, it's just one time. Because whenever you're loading a files, you are allocating the memory for that file, that's lines of code. So include once will help to find if this file is already included, then this will not include it. If this file is not included, then this will include. So once it will be only one copy of this file in the memory while running your PHP code. Clear? Clear guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Similarly require once. So which one is the most preferred way? Require once is good or require is good?
Require once.
Require one.
Definitely require once is better.
Require once.
Why I am discussing here, you may get chance to look into these functions in some framework or code you are searching or googling something. You may get chance that some are code written using the require or require once, some are written in include or include once. So you should not get surprised that what is the meaning of this require if I know only require once. So that's why I'm telling you both the things. Require first, PHP has created this function. Later on, they do some optimization and they come up with the require once. Similarly, include first and then they later came up with include once. Clear? Clear guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So I hope you understand this include, require once, include once. Very, very important. Now your direction is moving into the actual thing of the PHP, right? So if you don't know any framework, you can create multiple files, include those, and create your applications. Now, here we'll deal with the error handling. File handling will be later on. So, what is the purpose of error handling? Why we have to handle these things? What is the meaning of error handling?
Resolving errors.
Yes, something unusual is happening in your code, and you want to take control of the statement you want to display, right? So suppose that I have this dollar I equal to 100, right? And I'm printing dollar I divided by 0, right? What will happen? You can tell me. What should be the output of this? Is it feasible to do this?
No, sir.
No. Why? What the error you were getting?
Fatal error.
Fatal error, right? So there is a possibility that the calculations you are doing in your programming, and some stages it comes like that your one number is dividing by another number and another number is coming up to the 0, right? There is chances you are doing some calculation and denominator any chance happen to be 0. So you have to handle that situation also. No, either you will website will stop to work because this is fatal error. It's not just a warning. Fatal error means your website is no more working. Clear, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
So,
sir.
to how to handle these situations if something this type of unusual things is happening? So for this, these are known as the exception handling. Exceptions happened. Some exceptional things is happening. So how to control those exceptions? So here, if you see PHP is exception model, there is also exception model in PHP, similar to other programming languages. An exception can be thrown and caught. Like this is the I'm trying to do something, and you got what error? Division by 0. What error you are getting here? Division by 0 error.
Yes, sir.
Because PHP knows that what you are doing, and this is the error is throwing PHP. So here you are doing something, try, and if something wrong happened, it will come here. You will catch the error here and display your message according to your way. So code will be surrounded by try block. This is a try block where your code will run, and whenever any problem will happen, where this will be cached, this is cache section. And for every try, at least one catch is required. There is multiple catch because if you are doing something and there can be chances that multiple problem can occur in your code, right? fatal error. So how you can control? Like one catch is written here, another catch you can also write, and at least one finally code is also you can write. So in finally code, you are doing something, it's successfully executed this code. You have code no any error, so it will not come in this is catch, but finally will be executed also. If you are doing something wrong happened, dividing by zero thing happened, it will come here, it will do something whatever you want to do, and within this you want to show some message or anything, it will show and finally will also execute. So let us see with some examples. See this function. I have written a function inverse. If not inverse means you have not supplied any integer, probably you have supplied 0. If you have supplied 0, then it will come here. I'm telling to throw new exception division by 0. Either return 1 by $x. I'm writing a function. So if I will run this, and this is the try block where I am doing something for my application. So what I'm trying to do here, calling this function to get the 1 by 5 inverse, right? So let me write something. I'm writing a function first. Inverse, and then this will accept $x, suppose that, right? Then what I'm trying to do, return 1 by $x. This is what I wanted, right? And I'm typing here where term or where term base. Suppose that I'm typing here echo inverse. I'm sending 10. So this will work or not work?
Works, sir.
This will work.
Yes.
How this will work? Let us see. You are getting some value, na?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Now make it 0. What is happening?
It will throw error. Division by 0 error.
Division by 0 error. Some exceptions happen, na?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Exceptional things happen. So how to handle this situation? Because maybe you are doing lots of calculations in your you do some mathematics. Sometimes you got 0 at the denominator, and what you have to write? Infinite sign, right? In your page. You got what I'm saying you? If I'm writing something, if you're doing something like 1 by 0, what do you write in paper? Anybody?
Infinity.
Something like this?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So you know infinity you can write, but in computer there should be some meaningful information you should write, na? Because you are doing some calculation, some expression, you are doing x square plus x plus 2, and then you are doing something x square minus 4, right? You are doing some calculations. Maybe this calculation can be anything, right? I'm just giving one example. And you have supplied value of x is equal to 1. This will work fine. But if you supply value of x is equal to 2, what will happen? This will turn into
Fatal errors.
fatal error, right?
Infinity.
Because infinity you are getting, so you have to handle the situation na, in your code. Where your code will go, you have to handle that exception. So, how to handle this one? To handle this one, what we have to do, if you know something is there, then I will first put into the what?
Try block.
Try block, then catch block. First is try block, then I will put this one, then there will be catch block, and then catch what I'm sorry. What I'm catching? What we catch? Exception. Exception, right? Catch exception, right? And whenever some exception raised, it stores in a particular variable e. This is style of writing, right? You see, try, then catch, and if you catched this one, if you catch this one, then already you cached and you have section to write something, right? You can write na division by 0, right? You tried something, and if any issue is coming, then I'm catching. So here you have to handle, you have to throw the exception on some condition. So what is the condition where I can throw the exception? When $x not $x, right? $x not $x. Not $x means
0.
0, or you can write if x is equal to 0, like this. Either you write this or write not
Yes.
$x, right? So you are handling, then you will do throw. What throw? New exception, right? And here, so here actually two things are here. One is throw new exception. I can write message from here also, or I can do from here also. So here you can write just division by 0, right? So I am throwing message from here. So here I am just typing the message, and this message, whatever I'm throwing with some message, will come here and use the $e to get the message. So how you get the message? $e get message dot $e get message. see here, get message. What I did, I throw the exception on this condition and sending some message. Either you can send message, or I can use my message here to display. So I'm throwing with the exception, I'm throwing the exception and also sending the message. Here it will cast, right? And echo message, whatever message I've sent, it will capture here in this variable. And through this function $e.get message, whatever I've sent from here, it will display. So let us try. You see something, guys?
Yes, sir.
Now if I, so you see, I'm not able to get that error. What error I was getting? Fatal error. So now I have no fatal error, and I have control of the message what I want to display. So you can use the another example here. I'm just sending 5. Okay, this is stopped. So before that, I'm just calling this one. Message. Okay. So basically, I'm not printing now this one. I have to print now whatever I'm returning this one. You see?
Yes, sir.
It doesn't matter where I should write this one. I think it's stopped here. After the exception, it's stopping. But I have control of this. Code executability. Here I can write something. Suppose that after that I want to execute something. Finally, you can use the finally echo code has been successfully executed. Right? So if I write this one, what is happening here?
The finally block has also been executed.
Yes, finally. So if there is a, if I'm putting this one first, see, even there is exception, but finally code will execute. Or I can comment this one, finally code will execute. So clear, guys, how to handle our exception in this PHP?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right. So these are the some exception handling, and you also learn more about, practice more about this exception handling. So can we just write a function to What function you can write? A similar practice you can do. The similar practice you can do how to handle the exception in PHP.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, can you just write and try how it's working? Should I show the code or you have got this one? Just try this one.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, yes.
Sir, in my side, power issue there, sir. I'm connected with mobile, sir.
Okay, no problem.
Thank you, sir.
At least you can write on the paper.
Okay, sir.
Who were able to run this code, please show me.